Hey, how you doing? I'm Tommy Maloney, the DIY Do-It-Yourself Guru, and I'd like to thank you for participating in our ongoing YouTube series in which we provide specific steps on how to handle any DIY home improvement project. As with many of our jobs, today's DIY excerption was precipitated by my lovely wife, Karina, who wished to upgrade our backyard decorum for outdoor festivities with friends and family. I myself was perfectly contented with my old reliable rubber grill, with which a few charcoal briquettes and a solid dose of gasoline to get it started made it for the perfect backyard barbecue. But the number one rule in a Maloney domicile is what Karina wants, Karina gets. Believe me, fellas, it goes a lot better that way. So me and Merle, my brother-in-law, my right-hand man, and all things DIY, we drive over to the hardware store and we meet with Benny. You remember him. He's the kid over there with all the face piercings. He's a little gammy to look at, but he gives me the preferred customer discount. So I gotta play nice with the guy, if you know what I'm saying. So Benny, he shows me the floor model of a gas grill called the Florida Windstar. My God, this thing was a behemoth. It had a 28 burger capacity. It was stainless steel and came with sliding drawers, 4 wheels, and LED lights. It looked like a pull-behind trailer. So I asked Benny if the Florida Windstar is easy to assemble. And he says, and I quote, "Sure, Tommy, there's nothing to it. It's easy as 1, 2, 3." And that's what I'd like to give him right now. 1, 2, and 3 good smacks. But anyway, back to our story. So me and Merle, we get this beast home, wrestle it out of the truck and unpack it. Maron, this thing has more parts than a jigsaw puzzle. I mean, it's got panels and tubes and pipes and brackets and wheels and sprockets. And what made it worse, the directions were in Spanish. So I called Karine out to translate for us, as Spanish happens to be her native dialogue. She comes out and she flips the instructions over and shows me there's an English version on the other side. Now, with all due respect to the manufacturers of the Florida Windstar, what kind of moron company writes their assembly instructions in 2 different languages? What, so they assume that customers are all bilateral? It's incredible. So it takes me and Merle all night long, and it takes old Milwaukee to finally put this thing together. So then we go to fire it up. Only now we find out we got to go get a bottle of propane gas. I couldn't believe it. Do you mean to tell me that every time this thing runs out of gas, I got to go fill it up? That's more work than driving a car. So anyway, we crack on to the propane place by way of the Velvet Lounge for a couple of cold ones, come back home, and we're ready to fire this baby up and fry up some nice, thick, juicy steaks. So the Florida Windstar comes with what they call an easy push-button starter. So I push the button, but nothing happens. We check the gas connection, check the valve, push the button again, and still nothing happens. So I figure it needs a little help, ergo gasoline, which I use to jumpstart my old Weber grill. So I tell Merle to go get the gas can and pour a healthy dose on the grill to get it started. So as to the tragic occurrence that next transpired, ladies and gentlemen, I'd rather not dwell on it. Suffice it to say, it required the speedy response of the brave men and women of the Gumboro Fire Department. Fortunately for me, I had stepped inside the house for an old mill when the explosion occurred. But Merle, well, he wasn't so lucky. He's going to be all right, but, well, come on out here, Merle, and say hello to the fans. Poor guy. The bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, if you're thinking about assembling a gas grill on your own, my advice is simple. Don't do it. Pay the money, get an expert, don't do it. I'd again like to thank you for participating in our ongoing YouTube series, in which we provide specific steps on how to handle any DIY home improvement project. Thanks for your time and have a great day.